In an ancient time, when a terrible evil threatens the land, only one man can save the world.
Say what? Get out of here.
What? What's the meaning of this?
Oh, we'll just take off that broken record.
I say.
Here, hold my earrings while I take this monster down. I've got your back, darling. We just might burn down this town. Oh no, oh yeah. When you're up against a challenge and you need a helping hand, we've got an arsenal of fireballs, steel stilettos, and a cat. Oh yeah.
Hi, welcome to Here Hold My Earrings. I'm your DM today. And I'm Al, by the way. And today we have Henrietta, Yvonne, Laura, Daria, and Sophie. Henrietta?
Hi, I'm Henriette. I'm from Norway, and I play a Kalashtar druid named Dalin.
Excellent. Yvonne?
Hi, I'm Yvonne from Canada, and I play Cracker, a half-orc barbarian.
All right. Laura?
Hey, I'm Laura. I'm from Germany, and I'm playing Violet, a tiefling wizard.
Daria?
Hi, I'm Daria. I'm from Poland, and I play a tiefling sorcerer named Zenis.
Awesome. And Sophie?
Hi, I'm Sophie. I'm from Wales, and I play a human wizard named Charlotte.
All right. I believe Henrietta is doing the recap today.
Yes, I am. Well, we started last session with discussing if we were helping the dwarf with the ritual. We had to be purified first. That meant that we had to go through a big flame and kind of burn our bodies pure. And after sharing some of our worries about our hair and our mustache and our clothes, we agreed to be cleansed. Cracker goes through first, and Zenise and Violet and Delin follows. And we all take some damage, so we take a short rest before we start the ritual. When we start the ritual, Cracker is feeding the fire with some mushroom stalks, and the dwarves are chanting, and Dalin is concentrating on a fire spell. Then a portal appears over the fire, and of course suddenly Drinkle appears, as she always does at the most ill-opportune times, and she tosses one of the demon books into the fire, and then Gratz appears in the portal. He greets us, and he sends some worm creatures with faces through the portal. Yes, that guy. He's kind of ugly now, in my eyes, because what he is. And we start to fight.
It's true what they say about women being not as visual as men.
Yeah.
Okay.
And each time we kill a worm, we see a ghostly shape of a human or elf or something, and they kind of just disappear, wisps away. And I think it was on the second round, Gratz throws some fiery chickens through the portals, and we have to fight them. And each time we kill them, they explode. Yeah, chickens. And after some fighting, Sunise decides that Drinkle doesn't deserve to live, so she missteps to Drinkle and stabs her in the shoulder with her dagger. And Cracker seems like this is a good idea, so she steps up to Drinkle as well, and hack and slash, and she's dead. With the amazing sword that Cracker has. When she dies, Gratz reaches through the portal and touches her, and she turns into a huge worm with her face on it.
This is the original worm.
Yeah.
And this is Drinkle.
Gross.
I see that she still has her breasts.
Yes, of course she has. And she yells to Gratz that, what have you done to me? I did everything for you. And we don't care, so we continue to fight. Cracker hacks and slash a little more, and Worm Drinkle dies. Again. Now she's dead for good. And her soul goes through the portal, and Gratch catches it in his hand and just crushes it. So I don't guess he's very attached to her. say.
Well, you don't know for sure.
And then suddenly some big fly-like creatures come through the portal, huge flies, and they start to attack us, of course, like they do. And we fight some more, and I think, yeah, some of the dwarves fell down and died. Not our fault. And through this fighting, Dalian had tried to turn the fire out with control water, a tidal wave, but it didn't work. And on I think it was the fifth round or something, two fiery lions appear, and they looked amazing. And Dalian thought that maybe she could replicate it, but I don't think so. They weren't beasts. And Dalian does a final attempt, using another tidal wave to take the flames out, and finally she does, and the portal closes, and we give a finger to Gratz before he closes. And after that, the monsters aren't really, well, they don't want to fight anymore, so one of the fly monsters, they take a dwarf with them and fly away, and one of the lion things run away, and yeah, before one of the fly monsters fly away, it beat its wing really fast, and Byleth and Dalian fall asleep. Took a nap in the fight. We were tired, and of course, when everyone has run away, the fight stops. But then suddenly another portal appears, and of course the Githyanki come through, and I think they are looking for a sword.
Sword.
I think so. And that's where we ended.
Very good.
And-
As always, a point of inspiration.
Yeah, and
Sorry.
this time I didn't have any because I used it last time. Yay!
Right. Hey.
And of course we recognized two of the Githyanki as the one we met in Graven Hollow. I can't
Mhm.
remember their names, but the one was the boss, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And there are a few others there now.
Yeah.
And Steve, of course, went running all over the place because he freaked out.
He doesn't like the Githyanki.
It's not so much that I don't like them. It's more that they kill me. I mean, I don't have anything against them.
We can take them, can't we?
Yeah, sure. Why
Think about
not?
all the swords we would
This
have.
many?
Yeah, think about all the swords.
That's true.
And you say this out loud?
No. This is me saying
Well,
it, not Dalian.
yeah. Okay. And how is that going to work if it's not metagaming? I don't understand.
Psychic. She's just
Yeah.
like talking to my head.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Okay. And they all kind of look at you like, we are also psionics. Does anybody want to add anything before we get into the meat of it? Okay, fair enough. Sophie, you may as well drag your token onto the screen somewhere. We can say you're
I can do that.
hiding somewhere. I don't know. You want to put it over here in the corner?
Yes, of course.
Just
I'll
so
jump out
that
from
we can.
behind a rock.
Yeah, just so we can say you weren't like in the midst of the fray or something. Because there was a lot of fraying going on. Fraying to and fro. To and fraying. I'm going to change your character sheet so that your name shows up. Hopefully this will work. Okay, so you owe us.
Who are they talking to
You guys.
in general? All right. Well, I'm going to come up to here and say, we are taking care of this until you got back. And hold out the sword. Because I know that I can't fight all these guys.
Anybody stopping your barbarian, known for her great decision making?
I'm just gonna
Tear
groan.
falls down.
Yeah. Oh.
It's the most beautiful sword I've ever seen. I love this sword. I love this.
And what about the compensation?
Wait, what?
You have taken 2 of our kills, and you killed one of our members on a holy Rakma. This cannot go unanswered.
Number one, we were there first, and that was our kill. And then you just sort of like showed up, which was weird. Can't predict when you're going to show up. So that was our kill. And I can't remember the other one. And killing one of you guys, well, you attacked us. So we're just defending ourselves like any normal person would. Again, same mishmash of you saying it's your kill, but we were there first.
And they all draw their swords.
No.
No.
Oh boy. Dylan, you got better words.
Me.
Can you explain this better? I'm not doing a very good job.
Well, I'm kind of agreeing with you. What would you accept as compensation?
We do not want to have a long-term enemy if we don't need one. But our reputation must be maintained, and the rules must be respected. The Rakma is critical for those seeking knighthood and elevation beyond the warrior caste. The damage done to the reputation of this surviving warrior, and to the fact that his brother was slain by the filth, and his sword defiled, suggests an eye for an eye, or in this case, several. We will slay several of your party members, or, if they wish, they may take servitude for a period of 15 years, after which they shall be returned to the plane from which they came. And he looks at all of you, but he also looks at all of the dwarves and the Duergar. We will give you 60 seconds to decide which amongst you will be taken into servitude or sacrificed. In the meantime, hand over the sword.
Hold on a second. Can I just hold on to all we decide just for old time's sake?
Give me the sword now. This is not yours. It was forged from the psyche of the one you killed.
I look at Dylan for guidance.
She casts guidance.
Yeah. Cast guidance. I walk down the stairs, up behind Cracker, cast guidance.
Thank you. It's not making me smarter.
I feel like that
Oh,
wasn't exactly what you meant.
Well,
Eyebrow.
I don't see how you expect us to just sacrifice some of our party members because you attacked us and we had to defend ourselves. And yes, one of you died, but that's really not our fault. You attacked us. And
You
you
took
fled.
our holy kill. We made it very clear in Graven Hollow that these were ours. It was very obvious after we arrived that you should have stepped aside and let us harvest at least one of them.
But that's really not
It was a child.
Yeah, it was a
One
child,
of
and
them was already dead.
we have
And
a
I didn't kill it. I give Dalin the kill. So if I couldn't kill it, you couldn't either.
And he's like, okay, roll a charisma check versus his intelligence, so to see if you can sort of confuse him into. This feels a little bit like one of those when you're dividing up money between somebody who's supposedly less intelligent. You go, let's see, one for me, one for you, 1, 2 for me,
Okay,
1,
okay.
2 for you, 1, 2,
18.
3 for me. All right, who wants to roll the opposing?
Roll one, roll one.
Laura,
I can try.
just roll a d20.
5.
Yay.
Yay.
This is not sensible.
I'm on the mission to kill as many children as I can.
For those of you listening please refer to the disclaimer on the YouTube channel page that this is an 18 plus group.
Of course, I'm lying.
We don't know. Maybe you are on a mission.
I mean, yeah, I mean, so far it seems pretty consistent. You know.
Well, and anyway, we had an outstanding thing with that baby, whatever the hell it was, because it attacked us and killed one of our own. So, we kind of had first dibs on that kid anyway.
true.
Yeah, because we were ending an old, what do you call it? Like, eye for an eye ourselves, head for a head,
Unicorn for a unicorn.
Yeah.
unicorn for a unicorn.
Brain for a brain. It's probably brain for a brain for them, actually.
Yeah, probably more like that.
And that's what
So
they
that
did.
kid,
Right?
that kid owed us its brain anyway. So that's why it was our kill. It goes way before you.
They seemed to confer for a moment after hearing this. If that's the case, then prove it.
Give me a child.
Can they? Can they see my memories?
Can they see your memory?
Like, can I do like a little video replay in my head so they can see it?
It's a great idea. Yeah, let's see. They might be able to. What's it?
I'm also gonna take. I have some documentation from Pierce in my
Oh,
bag.
good.
But I don't know if that proves anything. If it's full of his brain matter, it might.
Yeah, maybe.
So they don't have the ability to detect thoughts.
Wish I could play it like a movie for you.
It's a movie.
You know those things you have when you sleep? You know those things you have when you sleep? Like when I'm fighting in my sleep? It's those things.
Okay.
That's what I'm
So
talking-
like
yeah.
a theater or something.
Yeah,
That-
like
okay.
theater of my mind.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
theater of my mind. Would you like to come to the theater of my mind? I could show you a thing.
Be careful
You know,
so
like
you
the
don't
time when you
get
sleep.
lost.
Yeah.
Inside.
Lots of room in here. There's room
I
for
was
all
gonna-
of you.
I was going to say, it sounds like it's kind of small.
It's spacious in here. It's not
Yeah,
very
'cause-
occupied.
Because it's empty? Oh, I
Mhm,
see, right. Yeah,
mhm.
gotcha.
Hello, hello, hello.
This one is obviously insane. As you're standing there just like talking to yourself. Like
Gesturing,
yeah.
showing them like and then this Moxie chick, she'd pet this unicorn and then it bit her head off almost and then this baby came out of nowhere. Killed our friend.
Is there anything on the
Cry a little.
documents, like blood or anything from Pierce?
Is there blood on his documents?
Yeah,
Uh,
that I picked up. I don't-
well, let's see. They were inside his vest pockets.
We did
I
strip 'em.
guess, I guess since he didn't wear a lot of clothing, then there was a half a chance that since the brain was taken out, that probably it made a bit of a mess. Like eating an ice cream cone on a hot sunny day, like you take the top part off, but by the time you get to like the middle, it's already dripping down to the rest of the cone. So just take that visual imagery and apply it to like a gnome and his brain missing. Yeah,
I
there's
also
probably some
have
blood.
I also have my book that I've been writing, and I kind of flip through to the chapter where Pierce dies.
What was it? What was your book called? I remember what your book was called again, but what was your book called again?
I don't remember.
I would have given it to you if you'd remembered the title. Does anybody remember?
Hold on.
I know I've written it down, but
And if you don't remember where you wrote it down, I'm not sure how that helps you. Said the guy who went to university and took copious notes, but half the time couldn't remember where the notes were located. So it didn't really help him.
I know it's in my book. I just
It was called Here and Back Again. But you did not state your claim in the library, and so this supposed claim is not perfected. According to the law, those who state the claim first have first rights. You cannot, after the fact, attempt to perfect a lien.
why on earth would we tell you who we want to kill?
We did it first. If you were going to challenge the right to take the kill, that was when you should have done it.
You know that you
Yeah.
should kind of study local traditions and logic, because your logic doesn't work here.
This is universal logic.
It's not. It's your logic.
It doesn't matter.
Does to
Hand
us.
over the sword. Hand over the sword now.
Well, I hug the sword a little bit, and
I'm gonna mind it.
Cry.
And
Don't.
we go to combat.
I'm crying a little. I'm
Yeah.
crying a little.
Yeah, it's too
And,
late. You've
and a
been holding
hand.
onto the sword for a long time.
Yeah.
Roll dice. Everybody roll initiative.
No way we're gonna hand over that sword and they're going to try and kill some of us anyway.
Ah, okay.
I'm trying
Well,
to be
you know.
good and I don't want to sacrifice dwarves for it either.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good idea.
Or Steve.
Well, Steve, eh.
That would have been an option.
Steve.
Steve, come here.
You wouldn't go the last time.
Yvonne, do you want to roll for the Gith? And Henrietta, do you want to roll for the dwarves? So
Oh, you put me back on 11.
well, that's what you rolled.
I mean, the 22 was nicer, but save that one. Save that big heavy roll.
Yeah.
Put it back in your
Okay.
pocket.
Doesn't really matter, I guess, technically. Okay.
Can you just, for the sake of argument, can you just show me who the leader was that was talking to me? Which one was he? I'm just curious.
Oh. She starts measuring out distance.
Maybe a little, but I just don't know which one was talking to me.
Let me just
Yeah.
take a look. The one that's got a little bit more. It actually should have been this guy.
Okay, a little more
Hang on.
blame. Oh, so
Yeah,
he's the
hang
guy
on.
in the back. Okay.
Right? Yeah. So it's this guy. He's the leader.
And he's not in the front. Okay.
I'm putting a little green dot on them.
Thank you.
The rest of
Everybody-
them
everybody
don't
see
have
that?
as much fancy stuff. Although this guy does also seem to have some bling on him. Okay. The dwarves all go. Stick. Oh, sorry. Ashley just looks completely puzzled. This doesn't feel like one of our fights. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with Zuckmoy or any of the other demon infestation related problems. I don't believe this is our fight at all. And as she says that, Stick is going to disengage. And how far can he run? 25 feet. Yeah, he's going to run back here and hide in the corner. Kringle will do the same. They're all going to move back. You okay there, Laura?
I'm just really mad
No need to cry.
because, yeah, we helped them, but you know, I'm so sad.
No. Make a deal with a deer guard. You get the double cross.
Yeah.
Okay, Cracker.
I love this sword way too much. And I mean, they're attacking us anyway. So I'm going full reckless. And I'm going to rage. Oh boy. Okay. And I'm going to step forward 1 square. And I'm going to swing that beautiful great sword. You want this fucking thing back? You can take it in the face.
Wait, who are you attacking? Wait. Who
I'm
are you
attacking this guy right here. Right in front of me.
Okay, so not the one who was talking to you. This is the
Well,
one
no,
that was
because
talking.
it's too far.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, did you step over the body of Baldy?
Oh, yeah. Whatever. I'm focused. I'll let nothing stop me.
All right. Nothing is going to stop you. All right. So you do connect through his the sword cuts through the tattered rags and some of the bling on his chest, and you hear chunk, and just like chunks of gold go flying off. Little links from his necklaces. It slides across what is clearly plate mail underneath, scraping the metal, sparks flying everywhere, and then a bunch of bizarre looking fluids come squirting out of the rather skeletal looking body. You're probably a bit surprised how much fluids there are, considering how thin and gaunt and desiccated he looks. And a big slice opens up across the chest.
Let's see if that finishes you. And I swing again.
Okay. This one hits the plate again and then just sort of slides off with another trail of sparks leaving behind it. Very John Woo and cinematic, but unfortunately doesn't seem to get through his guard. Yeah. So, let's see. Since you decided to make yourself a little bit of a target. Okay there, Charlotte? Sounds like everybody's nursing a cold.
Huh?
Sounds like people are nursing a cold.
I'm fine.
Okay. Sophie and Laura, could you roll a d20 each for the two red shirts, as it were?
14.
Ooh. The 5's probably pretty safe. Yeah. Okay. So the and your armor classes. Oh yeah, it's definitely going to hit you. So you're going to take 9 points of slashing, 8 points of psychic. You can round down, obviously, on both. You can cut in half and round down on both. Oh yeah, you're recklessly, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm reckless, so you have an advantage roll.
Okay. Laura, roll again, please, just in case it's crit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it's just the same number I told you earlier.
Yep.
And then the other one, the one that you attacked and did damage to, is he's going to. Oh yeah, sorry. Laura and Sophie, roll a d20 again as each of these two guys attacks you a second time.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
14.
Yeah. So that'll be another. I'm just going to give you the numbers. Don't cut them in half because it'll just save time. So 9 points slashing. So another 16 points. That's your post resistance number. Okay.
Okay.
Right. And then the leader that you attacked is going to slice at you twice with a similar looking sword to the one you were wielding. Daria, do you want to roll twice there? All right. Yeah, maybe he's just so taken back by the furiosity of your slashing that he just completely misses it. Let's see. Now the problem is you got a whole bunch of other guys to deal with. Hello.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yvonne, Laura, Daria, 2 rolls each, please. For Delin. Okay. Your armor class is what again?
16.
Is it really? Wow. Okay. 1, 2. Well, the good news is 2. Only 3 of them are going to connect. The bad news is that's going to be total of 48 points of damage.
Jesus, I'm down.
Were you down after the last attack?
I don't know how much the last attack was.
Oh,
Just got it told. I had 41.
16. Yeah, okay, yeah, the last attack. In which case, I guess this one really should go over here to Byleth. That's plenty of space. And they will also attack. Level 5. You can take it.
I look forward to it.
All right. Henrietta, Daria, and Sophie want to each attack twice.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Sorry.
I'm gonna say that you're down.
I was looking forward to attacking, but yeah. I don't know. I mean,
Well, it's so the first one. Your armor class is what again?
13.
Yeah, 13. So one of the first ones is going to hit, so that's going to be 16 points.
Hmm.
And then the 2 in the middle are each going to hit for 16 points.
Yeah. No.
Okay. And I guess this one's going to try to make its way to Charlotte, but it's not going to get. It's going to dash, but it won't get there in time to
Oh my god.
actually attack. So you're spared a turn. Well, it
Just
might get there
intense
in
eye
time.
contact.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just like blazing.
Oh no.
And Grathith just sort of stands there and says, "You should reconsider the offer." And since most of you are not some of you are not standing anymore, I guess he's going to say it to Cracker because Cracker is the only one of the more mouthy groups. Although Zenise also had a couple of things to say, so I guess, yeah, maybe Zenise. Zenise seems like she's more sensible. She put forward an argument, right? She said, "Look, we were there first." So did Delin, but Delin's no longer conscious, so he's not going to waste his action talking with Zenise. Does Zenise want to say anything in response?
Okay, stop attacking us. We get the point.
Okay. So Zenise, it's your turn.
You're supposed to give me a child to kill, not to kill us.
We don't have children, and this is not about your desires. Give us the sword now, and select those who will be taken into service. We're not, and he looks over at Cracker, barbarians. They'll be treated well and returned after 15 years.
Just take the dwarves.
Nice.
And your sword.
Yeah,
Daria, I love you.
they didn't help us.
Violet,
Mhm.
your turn.
Giving a dead thumbs up.
Yeah, dead thumbs up.
Oh wait, yeah, the thing.
The thing.
Mhm.
Okay. And Charlotte. So Charlotte, you are here. He's having heard the interaction. The one that's standing in
Alright.
front of you doesn't necessarily look like he's going to attack you, but you're not 100% sure.
Okay. Don't worry, I know exactly what I need to do.
Okay.
I'll use it on the dwarves.
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay. Well, which ones are you aiming at?
These two. Can't. One sec. Ah, there we go.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. So Kringle
There we go.
immediately falls asleep.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna actually make him maybe purple. Is that too confusing with Henrietta? And he's gonna collapse. The other one looks at you and goes, but he doesn't fall asleep.
Okay. Well, at least he's not alarmed.
Well, that
Yeah.
doesn't mean he's not alarmed. He's fighting off the effects of the spell you've cast.
Okay, that's it for me. Maybe I'll
Okay.
actually no. I'll move over here, just to
Okay.
block his way, possibly.
Okay, and as you move, the Githyanki standing in front of you does not take the opportunity attack because he sees that one of the doors has collapsed as you pointed a finger and obviously cast a spell.
I'm getting him some prime cuts of meat.
Delin, the voice of reason and the conscience of the party. All right. Ashley looks at the situation. Daria, how do you feel Ashley would respond to this?
He doesn't like dwarves. I said dwarves.
Very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay. Yeah. Ashley being pretty wise. Let's see. Laura, why don't you roll a wisdom check for Ashley? D20. Yeah.
11.
She looks at Brother Crimson. Brother Crimson looks at her. And they both kind of shrug their shoulders. And she gives a signal to Brother Lean and Brother Braid. And they just knockout Scar and Stone Bread and Falstaff.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Nicely done.
Evil laughter.
Stick, seeing the cue, drags the sleeping body of Kringle without waking him and deposits him at the foot of the Githyanki, and then backs away with his hands up. All right, Cracker.
All right. I gently set the sword down on the ground, crying slightly, and I disengage and move back here. I disengage. Yep. Sniffing a little into my hair. Wipe my nose on my hair.
Nice. Does it leave like a little mucus trail?
Oh yeah. It's a lot of tears.
That's awesome. All right. Gith. Fine. We'll take the dwarves. And he snaps his bony fingers, and the various minions come down and collect the bodies and then bring them back up. If you have anything you can give us in exchange for their lives, we will agree to shorten the period of servitude.
No.
Meh.
Nah. You get better treated with you anyway.
Zanice, what do you want to do?
I run up to Byleth and give her one of a good berry.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't worry, I got you.
All right.
Hey.
And then Byleth?
Fireball! No.
He's dying to use that fireball.
Yeah, they're all, you know, like
If it's the last thing she
so
does.
so beautifully like arranged. No, I think I'd just be perplexed. Like why are they sleeping, you know? And I'm gonna do a chain reaction and give a good berry to Dylan.
Okay. Very good. And Charlotte.
Because we're not fighting anymore, so I'll just move up with everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll just end my turn.
Okay. Dylan, you are awake, lying on the ground,
Yeah,
dreaming purple thoughts.
yeah. Well, I'm not dreaming because I can't dream, but that's nothing bad.
Right.
Oh, I really
Hallucinating.
Yeah, I really want to use my 4th level spell, but I'm not going to do it. It would be so funny to make a wall of fire around them,
Oh.
but I'm not gonna.
Or just tidal wave them through the portal even.
Yeah. We'll just go back here and do a thunder wave or something. I'm just gonna lay on my back and just sigh.
Okay. You're not going to disclose anything about a dead god's body?
No.
All right.
Gonna have that for another time. Maybe you can trade it for a sword. Ooh, maybe I can trade it for a sword.
Oh, wait. Sorry. I didn't mean to move the map. I'm trying to keep the lines off of it, but unfortunately it means
Earthquake.
it makes it.
Yeah, it's an earthquake.
Sorry, what? Earthquake. All right.
Oh, no, no. What's happening?
Okay. At that, the leader signals, and the dwarves and the lower ranking Gith all disappear through the portal again. And then the leader finally steps through and says, "The next time we are in combat with mind flayers, it would do you well to remember that we showed mercy. A mind flayer would not. A deal made with us is a deal you can rely on." And with that, they basically all wink out.
I need a sleep. And I am gonna yell, sorry, crooks.
Daria, point of inspiration for remembering one of their names. Well done. Yeah, poor Crooks.
But he's with us.
Crooks?
Yeah.
What do you mean he's with you? Oh, did I forget one? Oh, sorry.
They only asked for 4,
Good
so
for us.
they only got 4.
They didn't ask.
Yep.
They didn't ask for 4. They just asked for a bunch of them.
Oh,
They
okay.
take Crooks as well.
No.
Sorry,
No.
crooks.
You guys said all the dwarves.
Yeah, we did. Take them all.
We
Then.
don't
At least it won't get thrown in a pot of fire.
I don't care.
Who's gonna help us open the door now?
Mm.
Oh, that's true. Who is going to help you open the door?
Is there a door anymore after the cave-in?
It's almost like, what's the, just let's deal with one problem at a time, right?
I'm just gonna crawl over her and go to sleep.
Ashley's going to come over and have a quick word. I understand the necessity of sacrificing for the greater good, but I think you'll have to agree with me that could have been handled better.
Not with them.
Yes, but you have to understand, we are on a holy mission. We cannot allow something like personal vendettas to interfere with our ability to stop the demons. The brothers would have understood, and they would have been willing to sacrifice themselves. I'm sure of it, because if it meant stopping the demons, we all would do the same. Now, I will admit, my personal love for the dwarves did not make it very difficult for me to sacrifice them, but as well I know that my brother Diergar and I have committed more and greater sacrifices already. However, without access to Gauntlgrim and Megara, our ability to tap the fire elementals and the primordials to resolve the black mold infestation will be severely curtailed. Do you have a solution? Something that will help us offset the loss?
Yeah, our original mission. To go see that dude wizard dude guy in his dude tower.
Yeah, he probably has some answers. Maybe he can even get us access there. He's weird.
Well, just let him
Maybe
tell
he
you about the
has some-
time that he used to be the Archmage of Menza Barenza, and everything will be fine. He loves sharing that story.
We should ask him.
You're saying we should accompany you to this
Yeah.
wizard's tower to ask him to resolve the problem of getting in touch with the primordials.
Sure, why not? Seems to know a lot of stuff.
And why would he do this? Do you have some influence over him?
Yeah,
Yeah, he likes us.
he likes us.
The fact that two of you said it at once is making me think, does he like you? I don't
We think he
remember that.
does.
Okay. I think Tarl Var likes some of you.
Well, like is a
Like,
strong
gave him
word,
some
I think.
health. He better.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You helped him reconfigure his phylactery. It was like the crazy glue that helped, patch like two pieces of the broken phylactery together.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, it would appear that although we could try the ritual of communication again, perhaps we should take a cue from this misstep and pursue a different path. Fine. Sorry, did you want to say something, Daria?
That's a great idea.
Yes. All right. We'll rest up here tonight. Bury I suppose we'll have to relight the fire, cremate our brothers, Blind Bill, Maul, and Baldy. Say a prayer for those taken by the demons, and what were those things anyway? And why were they after you? What was this about mind flayers? We know what mind flayers are. Why were you in a battle with mind flayers?
They attacked us.
Yeah, well, fair enough. All right. We'll rest up here, and then we'll break camp in the morning, and we'll set out for your wizard friend.
I'm just gonna kind of sit up and I've learned these new spells where I can bring forth some minor elementals. Can we...
You have?
Yeah. Can we kind of communicate with them and tell them to bring a message to Cassius?
Oh. Let me check with Brother Crimson.
Okay, I'm going back to sleep. Wake me when you reach the cistern. I'm just gonna lay
Let's
down
do
again.
that tomorrow.
Well, I would hope to do it today, so I can have my highest spell tomorrow again.
Okay.
Okay.
They start looking through this book that Brother Crimson carries with him everywhere. The plane of fire, much like any other reality, can be large. Ultimately, access to the ones at the top depends on how much access one has day to day, as you can imagine. Presumably, you cannot speak to your leaders, if you have any, unless you are already important enough. Are these elementals of yours significant?
Bernard?
And, well, I suppose it doesn't hurt to try. Perhaps like a message in a bottle cast onto the dark lake. Over time, the bottle will float from shore to shore and perhaps reach someone who can reach the powers that be. It is
a very slim hope, but it is better than no hope at all. Yes, I think this is a good idea, and if it doesn't cost you anything, then we should give it a try.
It only costs magic. Powerful magic.
Can you replenish your abilities?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Good. In that case, we shall try it. I happen to speak Ignis, and so I can converse directly with it.
Oh, good.
But if you can speak to it through telepathic communication, that might be easier.
Yeah, I know that I can command it, but I don't know. He should understand me, but I don't know if he can talk back. But we'll see. I've never done it before.
Well, I think we should give this a try.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if I can choose what kind of elemental it is. So I could bring forth an elemental that is fairly powerful, or I can bring forth a lot of less powerful. But I don't know if they come from the same category, like fire or water or...
Yeah, post the spell.
Oh.
So you summon elementals that appear. You choose whether there's various CR. It doesn't say that you control what type of elemental, does it?
No, it doesn't. So maybe the best thing is to kind of try and take 8 lower elemental and hope that maybe I can draw from all the planes. Doesn't say that they have to come from the same place either.
That is a very good point.
So if I try 8 with a quarter.
Wait, I think that this is going to be better if you simply cast it within the element from which you wish to conjure. If we reignite the flame, then surely it will bring us a fire elemental.
Sure, we can try.
And with that, she gives a signal, and several of the brothers move over to the pit that had the large flame before, and they take out some implements. They start creating sparks with a bit of kindling, and before you know it, the lava reignites the kindling and the sparks, and the fire starts to blaze again.
Good. Now, if you would.
Give me a second. If I'm going to stand in fire, I need to heal myself a little bit.
You don't need to stand in the fire. You need to cast it in the fire.
Yeah, but I'm clumsy. I might fall in.
You are still rolling just to me, FYI.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Just so you know. Oh yeah, and nobody saw the spell description either, so you might want to post it again just so your party member can see it.
Just need to find it again. There.
All right.
There.
Okay.
So what do you want? More powerful one?
The higher the rank, the more likely it is to be able to access the right parties.
Okay.
Kasuth, being a primordial, will be far beyond anything a conjured fire elemental could reach. But, well, it's like the little ants. They can't necessarily reach the queen, but they might find a bigger ant.
Okay.
Okay. And as you cast the spell, an image starts to appear, taking the form of a humanoid. It hovers there above the fire.
Hello.
Hello.
Does she speak common? Or is it telepathic?
It's telepathic.
Okay. Do you have any means to get to Kasuth? Or a message to him?
Kasuth. I could try.
Okay, we are dealing with some troubles here, and we would like to communicate with Kasuth. But you can talk to the. I'm going to point at Ashley. She speaks your tongue, and you can kind of discuss what the message is, because she has a lot more knowledge about this than I do.
Hmm. Hmm.
What are you
Well,
about?
I am an Azur. We sit between earth and fire. We are creatures of lava. I am not a direct subject of Kasuth. But as a creature of lava, I can reach the one nearby.
That would be great.
But you will still have to awaken it. I can lead you to it once I have found the path, and I will return. Usually, when I am summoned by someone like you, it is to take part in some barbaric combat. And other than fighting the Ifriti, I am primarily interested in the creation of beautiful works of metallic art.
Oh.
And so, not being called for some brutal effort is a nice change. I will attempt to find the path for you. But I sense that this one is sleeping. You will have to awaken it if you want the message delivered. I can find a way in for you. Are you all able to survive some? And then she reaches out a burning hand toward you. Heat? That would make things easier.
Some heat is okay. But how much?
And she says, "May I?" As she tries to grab your hand, but she does it very slowly so you can pull away.
Yeah, the problem is that if you touch me and hurt me, I might lose concentration and then you're gone.
Tell me the message first,
Okay.
in case I find an alternative solution.
Ashley.
But otherwise, I will find a path for you to Megara, whom I sense is nearby.
Okay. Ashley. She can.
Ashley comes down.
Yeah. You can talk to her about the message.
And Ashley at that point starts speaking in some language that you don't understand.
and it just sounds like the fire of a big bellows being blown, roaring and then ebbing. And the two of them converse back and forth for several moments. I understand, she tells you telepathically.
Good.
I will look for a path, and the next time you find lava, cast the spell again, and I shall find you. As long as you are within the Underdark here, I should be able to give you directions. You will need to go through some lava and some very warm areas, because that's where Megara survives. Some of you look like you may be a bit more delicate. And she looks at the very, very pale Charlotte C. Haller. What's Charlotte's background again?
She was like an urchin on the streets of Neverwinter.
And she grew up where?
See?
I
Or the
sense
docks,
that.
rather.
I sense that one is going to be a problem. The rest of you, you may make it. But you have time. I will need to research this.
Okay. How long do you need?
I don't know. The path is not obvious. And lava flows where lava flows. The direct distance might not be that far. But the actual flow of molten stone has been affected by the dwarves. I sense barriers, great steel barriers. It may be that finding a path for all of you will take longer than if I were traveling myself. I suggest you check back with me on occasion. It may be a few days at least.
You can do that.
I don't suppose you have any gems you can part with. No
Gems?
reason. I just like them.
I don't. So.
Oh, that's a pity.
Well, I have a pearl.
Oh. I haven't seen one of these before. This is a gem. It is a mineral. But it doesn't seem like a typical mineral that makes a gem.
It comes from sea.
Oh. A water gem.
Yeah.
And you're willing to part with it?
I guess so.
And she reaches out a hand.
I'm gonna give it to her. Why do I do this?
Okay.
We can't use it. We can only sell it. So I'm just.
And as you place it in her palm, it starts to glow and then immediately bursts into flames. Oh! Oh, I see. The material there is not made of the same crystalline structure as the other gems.
That sucks.
But that was an interesting experience.
Yeah, worth
I will
87
try.
gold.
Well, the thing with gold is there's always more gold to be mined.
True.
Thank you. That was quite a unique experience. I don't think I've ever had that before. I shall think on this.
Okay. I will be back in touch in a couple of days then. Time to do some research.
Very good. My name is Lavinia. Call me.
And with that, she disappears.
That was interesting.
Since most of that was telepathic, everybody is just sort of looking at you like, well,
Oh, well, she destroyed the pearl. And well, you could never use it. So
Still pretty.
yeah, it was. I didn't know she was going to destroy it. She was going to do some research and stuff, and we are going to contact her in about 2 days. But we had to get to where we wanted to go. We need to go through some lava, so we need to prepare ourselves for some hot environment. There,
Nice.
that's going to be fun.
Zenith and Daria just like, Daria's like, yeah, Corfu, can't wait. Meanwhile, the Welsh woman in the party is just, what's what's Charlotte doing? Is she looking on Amazon for like SPF 50?
She's just remembering the incantation for absorb elements.
Very good.
I can also help with some resistance, but I need to concentrate on it. So if I take damage, I might lose concentration. But I could make you resistant for an hour.
And it.
Not today. I don't have it today.
Let's go to sleep.
Yeah.
And on that, why don't we take a little 10-minute break, and we'll resume after.
Okay.
Hi, we hope you're enjoying this episode, and if so, please like and subscribe. And remember, the next time your DM says, roll initiative, yell back,
Here,
hold my
earrings.
Here, hold my earrings.
This is good. I think we only need this take.
yeah, so you guys get your long rest in. Everybody feels infinitely better, obviously, right? Some of you, it's amazing how you can die and pretty much come right back after just like 8 hours of sleep. Ashley and the rest of the Duergar, meanwhile, have been holding vigil. They've been resting, but they also held vigil over the course of the evening as they said goodbye to their brothers. And you awaken to the smell of burning dwarf and beard hair, especially.
Dinner?
Huh?
Dinner?
Dinner?
Oh boy.
Yeah, I wonder how does everybody think a dwarf smells when he's being cremated?
Like roasted chicken.
Roasted chicken. Yeah, could be. I wonder if they taste like chicken. Everything tastes like chicken, doesn't it? Does anybody want to do anything? I guess those are your portents.
Yes, and
Okay.
I want to switch from Hellish Rebuke to Misty Step,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to learn a word.
Ooh.
That word is hello.
Hello. Okay.
Can't hurt to know that one.
Please write that in the chat, just so
Yeah.
we have a record of it. All right.
It's bum.
Bum.
You're gonna have to write all this. The more that Daria gives you, the more you're gonna have to write down, Laura. And at some point, you're literally gonna have to construct a sentence with this language that Daria is literally making up on the fly.
Bum, bum,
That's
bum,
great.
bum, 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 bum.
it all
Language.
it all sounds like bum bum bum, and it's just inflections and like
Yeah.
that would
It's
make
like
it
the
extremely
stress of a
dangerous.
syllable and stuff. Yeah. Okay.
It's like, did you say hello? How are you? Or did you just insult my mother? Yeah. Okay, cool. So you guys have got your you guys have changed some spells up. Did you change anything there, Henrietta?
Yeah, I took away create or destroy water with protection from energy.
Okay. So you're adding protection
Yeah.
from energy. Okay. Cool. Okay. Nothing else, nobody else changing anything? Sophie?
Mine already had absorb elements, so I'm fine.
Okay. Yeah, so you've already got absorb elements. You just need to you may need it for more than one round, so you might have to cast it more than once if you're going to go through lava, which you may not have to do this session. Okay. And as the smell of roasting chicken dwarf chicken fills the chamber, and you hear the dwarves, the Duergar, chant what appears to be some sort of a funeral dirge. They close the ceremony by clasping arms around each other's shoulders and bowing their heads. And then they take their hands and they sort of put them close to the fire and then pull towards their faces as if they're bathing themselves in the smoke from the fire. And then they finally just end by clapping once in unison. Ashley comes back up, says, "We're ready to go. I hope this works. We've lost most of our group since setting out, and as far as I can tell, we haven't actually made any progress. For all we know, the mold has gotten even further out of hand since we've been down here. Plus, we seem to have lost access to our Gauntlgrim contingent. And you believe this elemental you summoned is going to be able to help us?"
Think so. Hope so.
Well, yes, I certainly hope as well. Well, good. Lead the way.
Okay. Do we know where to go?
It's like,
Past
where
the fire
does
bridge.
does anybody remember where we parked?
Oh, no.
Don't you have the parking lot ticket? It's like, no, I put it on the dashboard. That's what you told me to do. Okay, so you don't know where to go?
Well, we're not going to stay here, so I'm going to just start walking out of the.
I guess we have to,
Just
we have to
pretend
go back
know
to
where
that
I'm
river.
going.
Yeah, just fake it till you make it.
Yep.
All right.
Worked so far.
What were you gonna? Yeah, exactly. Blundering your way through everything. What were you gonna say there, Yvonne?
Oh, sorry. I was just trying to remember the instructions on how to get there.
Yes,
We had
there
to go
were some
around a
instructions.
corner, and there was some lava and a river. Does anybody else remember exactly what he said? I'm just trying to remember. I'm just tapping the side of my head here. It's in here somewhere. I'm looking.
Didn't he give us his card? Maybe there's something.
Yeah, there was a card. Who had the card? Did somebody forget to write it down in inventory?
I think it was Denise that got it because she was
Yeah.
talking to him.
Hmm.
You got the card.
I'm waiting for you to tell me what you're doing.
Well, we
Daria, did you
can
want to do something?
head back to the lava river where we met the dwarves.
Yes, but that particular path is caved in.
Oh yeah.
Oops.
Okay, then we turn around and walk the other way.
Sounds good.
Can we try and? I was thinking about the map that we got from Graven Hollow. It showed a lot of other things as well as Graven Hollow.
It did.
Can I just look at it to see if it shows anything about the surrounding area?
Sure.
Okay, I bring it up from the bag of holding.
Okay. Yeah, very good. So you opened it up and it is it's obviously, kind of a magical map. It shows various locations and it's got like a little dot. You are here, right?
Mhm.
One of those. It doesn't seem to specify where you are currently. So where you are isn't on the map. There are a number of larger cities, right? I think we mentioned this before: Gauntlgrim, Menzo, Baranzan. Obviously, it's got Graven Hollow on there.
It's still in the same place, Graven Hollow.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is. It hasn't moved. Blingden Stone is on there. Neverlight Grove, Grackle Stug, which doesn't necessarily mean anything to you. There's a section off to the corner. There are also a couple of arrows, and one of them points to Neverlight Grove. And there are also some indications of the lava that you're walking around. You think you recognize the path you may have taken from the lava to where you are currently.
Mhm.
It shows what appear to be several large caverns, not very far from where you are. It doesn't say anything about what is in there or doesn't have a name or anything.
Okay, I'm going to put it back in the bag of holding. Pretend that I know what I'm doing, and I'm going to go towards those caves.
Roll deception.
Well, until anyone else does anything, I'm
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to pretend.
absolutely. Yeah.
Deception.
So you cast
5.
guidance?
No, I forget.
Oh no.
Forgot to cast guidance.
And Ashley and the deer guard just look at you and say, "Are you sure you know where you're going?"
Absolutely.
I am a religious person, and I am known for my wisdom. And not to offend you, but I don't think you know where you're going.
Do you know where we're going? Do you know the way?
What are you looking for?
What are we looking for? Salvation?
A what?
Salvation?
Power.
Protection? What is the question?
Guidance.
Guidance?
My damn notes.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for Cracker to remember.
Yeah, I know. I'm top of my head. I know we had to We had to go around this river. We had to cross this bridge, but I thought we already crossed a bridge. I don't.
You did.
Through the lava lake.
We had to go through the lava lake. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Darius,
And
right?
we met dwarves there.
So then
Oh, so we've already done that part. Okay.
but if we are going over the lava, like we have to get back there somehow. And I turn around again, going back into the cave.
Inspiring confidence with your
Absolutely.
toing and froing. Yeah. The Duergar, who of course are not only dwarves, but deep dwarves, gray dwarves, dwarves that live and grow and thrive in the Underdark, all look at each other and then look at you and just sort of slowly but sadly lower their heads and shake them back and forth like they just know this isn't going to end well.
Well, you're welcome to help.
What are you looking for exactly? You said it's a wizard.
Yes, the former
got the tower.
archmage of Menzoberranzan.
No.
Darius, like, I can't even bear to listen to this again.
His name is Vizarant, and there's this map, and there's a bridge over
tower.
lava, a bridge over troubled.
I was just gonna say that sounds just like the lead to that
Yeah.
song. Oh yeah, wasn't somebody supposed to do a chicken song?
What the heck is going on?
Yeah, the shit you miss. The shit you miss. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Make left at a ravine, right at a volcano, lava pit, bridge. You're there. Come to Tower de Veer. That's all I have. That's all I'm remembering.
Tower de Veer?
And then he said, "Oh yeah, by the way, I'm the former archmage."
No. Please.
And then he said,
We're gonna listen that 100 times when we get there.
"Why start now?"
Second verse, same as the first. I used
Yeah.
to be the former archmage of Menzoberranzan. Daria's going to change her. She's going to become like a ranger or something, and she's going to take favorite enemy, children and former archmages of Menzoberranzan.
Did you say Tower de Veer?
Yeah.
As in Vizarant de Veer?
Yeah. Didn't
Yeah,
we
that
tell
guy,
you about
yeah.
that yesterday?
You didn't say anything about a tower. You said some wizard.
We
Yeah.
said Vizarandavir.
Yeah.
Must have been busy with all the cremations.
Probably.
Sounds like an excuse.
Well, we I think we passed that on the way over here, didn't we?
Yes, it is a very large tower. There are not that many towers in the Underdark. Sort of defeats the purpose having a tower. You can't see anything because it's in a cave, so why do you need a tower? Exactly. Feels like a holdover from when elves used to be on the surface and lived in trees.
Well, there's your answer. Was that a map?
Yes,
May I?
you may. I'm gonna pull it out again.
Ah,
Here. And she points her finger.
that's where we saw it.
Okay, I'm going to go to the fire and find some coal, and I'm gonna set an X where she's pointing, so we don't forget again.
I thought you were going to throw the map in the fire.
No, just gonna make an X. This is where we're
Okay.
going to go.
And I'm standing behind her with a quill in my hand.
Sorry.
Not saying anything, just stand there.
Yeah, isn't Charlotte technically a scribe?
Yes?
Like as in the order of the scribe or something?
Yes.
Is Charlotte scribing any of this down?
Uh, 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 no.
Still snoring.
Feel like there's they need to do a second round of coffees. Or well, yes, we normally would have to go back the way we came from the lava pits, but as the dwarves told us before you handed them over to those horrible creatures, apparently they had to jam the door shut in order to stop you chasing. But how did you get through the door?
We opened them.
Yeah,
Oh,
we are really
Yeah.
smart.
Oh, well, if you opened it, then we can just go that way.
Um,
Kinda had a cave in.
Yeah.
You caused a cave-in?
We didn't cause it. A huge dwarven statue did.
The golem?
Yeah, that one.
oh, so
It
that's
was
what you
chasing
called.
you?
Yeah, it attacked us.
And then what? It just collapsed the cave on itself?
Well, we
Yeah.
yeah.
We destroyed it,
Yep.
and then everything collapsed.
You destroyed the Avenue of the Guardians, as well as the last stone golem built by the dwarves 1,000 years ago and has withstood time and several wars in this area.
Well, it kept hitting
Wow.
us.
Apparently it was old. So
We just
things break.
yeah. Again, we were just defending ourselves.
You seem to get into a lot of trouble, you lot.
Well, we opened the door, we went through, and it suddenly just came out and started smashing us. And then we had to defend ourselves. And it broke. And then there was a cave in. But we might be able to kind of crawl over the cave in. For it seemed like there was a small hole at the top. But
Yes. I suppose that makes sense. Your elemental spell, can you call other elementals?
like I said, I can call elementals, but I don't know what kind of elementals there will be. Like you said, when I cast it through the fire, it was a larger chance of success for having a fire elemental, but I can't control what kind of elemental that comes.
That's fine. I'm sure if you just cast it into the stone itself, you'll find it produces some sort of earth elemental or something similar.
Okay, but why would I cast it there? Just to help us dig?
Well, possibly if you get the right kind, they can even travel through the actual earth itself. A Zorn. Do you know what a Zorn is?
Well, I think I do. I gave some copper. I think that was a sword, wasn't it?
You gave a Zorn some copper?
I think it was a sword. I think it said it was a sword. I gave it a mouthful of coppers. He was very happy for it.
Well, that does sound like a Zorn. You have some very interesting friends.
I know. I don't remember what he said his name was, but
Well, Zorns can travel through the earth. Okay, well, let's give it a try then. I guess there's nothing to lose.
Then I go back to the start walking towards the cabin. See, I was right all along.
The other deer guard just sort of shake their heads, their beards dangling and rotating in opposite oscillation to the movement of their heads. You end up back in the caved area, and you slowly pick your way over the top of it. It's not impossible. It's just rubble from the ceiling. Clearly, it was meant to stop an invading army, but it isn't something that's insurmountable. One of the interesting aspects of this is that although the original image of the door provided an illusion of space above the doorway so that you could actually, you would, viewing it, you might think you could climb over the doorway, the archway. You realize now that the illusion itself is gone, but actually there is actually a space because all that whole section has collapsed inward. And as you slowly make your way across the rubble, you find that there was an actual turning just before the doorway. It's hidden in a corner, and it doesn't look like it's meant to be traveled by a large group. It almost looks like it was a naturally occurring fissure that has been widened deliberately by some intelligent creature, but it's just wide enough for one person, one medium-sized person, to travel through it at a time. It's quite confining. It's just tall enough that everyone except for Cracker can walk without stooping over, but Cracker, being as tall as she is, has to hunch her shoulders. The old Byleth would have had trouble getting through it, but the new Byleth, is is able to walk through very easily. Now, does Byleth's new whiskers, are they longer than her face? Do they
No, not
brush the
yet.
edges of the wall like a cat? Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. So as you're walking through, who's going first? I think I know the answer, but
Ashley,
You-
you
you-
go first.
Yeah, Ashley should go first.
I'll tell you what. I'll play you for it. Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, do you mean Boulder shares parchment?
Sure.
Sure. Okay.
and she goes, all right, you ready? You're gonna say it at when I say 1, 2, 3, and then so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, basically, right? You'll say it on what would be 4. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
Scissors.
rock.
Ah, God damn it. Guess I go first.
And she looks at the other Duragar, winks, and says, "That was too easy. I mean, come on. I'm a Duragar. What else was I gonna say besides rock?"
True. True. I'm just gonna climb through.
Okay. So you start making your way, and it definitely winds. There's some bits that are uneven. Some bits are actually quite smooth. It's not wet, but it's clear that at some point water or lava or something came and created some smooth areas. And it definitely slopes downwards. So you're going deeper as you travel. It's not super obvious, but all the doors, all the Duragar remark how deep it is. You eventually come out into a widening area. The first thing you notice is that there's a tremendous amount of steam in here. It's definitely warmer than where you came, but it's also very, very wet. Unlike the other area that felt like it was dry heat because of the lava and the presence of all the reflected heat that's been absorbed in the thermal mass around you. This place is filled with moisture. somewhere off in the distance, you think there's even a bit of a tinkling from the sound of water, possibly a naturally occurring waterfall or maybe a stream or something.
Just gonna wait for the others.
Okay. Eventually, everybody else comes and joins you. The deer guard just stand there looking at this. It's well made, but again, why the hell do you need to have crenellations on towers in the middle of the Underdark?
He's weird.
Kind of matches his personality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is the former Archmage. No, just
Daria-
smile at Daria. Or at Zenith. No, just smile.
I feel like Zenith takes 1 hit point of damage every time she hears that. Like some of you who are paying close attention might notice a trickle of blood coming from her ears.
Oh no.
Let me prepare myself for this. Okay, I'm ready.
Do you want to go knock on the door?
Yeah, I knock.
Well, before you get up there, no, that was good. You notice something hovering around the back there.
Oh my god.
Master Davir,
Ew.
help us.
There's no answer, but this thing gets closer and closer.
Everyone hold still. If we don't move, maybe it can't see us.
Yeah.
True.
With the massive freaking eyes there.
Steve,
Cute.
Steve, it's one of your friends.
What? What? I don't know that. What the hell is isn't that a beholder?
A what?
You know, those things that kill you with just like their eyes. I mean, basically, it's all eyes. That
No.
thing's gonna
Master
go. You gotta
Davir.
attack it. Kill it. Kill it.
No.
Let's try and talk to him.
Master Davir.
Go on then.
What was that?
Try and
Sophie?
talk to it? Just like that?
Does it
Well-
have mouth?
Right.
You don't see a mouth, but let's roll the initiative just in case, because you never know.
Good thing I'm not first.
Yeah. I guess I could call it the eyeball, right? That would make sense. Yeah. Daria, why don't you roll for Mr. Eyeball? And Henrietta, do you want to roll for the dwarves? Ooh, these are the fastest dwarves I've ever seen in my life. I mean, they're faster than elves.
Is it a better version of a mincemeat?
Sorry, is what?
The beholder. Is it the better version and the one we had at Taraval's place,
Oh.
mincemeat?
Maybe. Yeah. That was a pretty good one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right. The dwarves. Now, the dwarves are freaking out because Ashley recognizes that and says that's a beholder as well. And they all start running back and trying to take cover behind rocks. Some of them start preparing crossbows. Delin.
What to do? I am going to close my eye and try to remember what I know about beholders. If I know anything about them.
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, you were originally an elf paladin from the Feywild. Did the Feywild have a lot of beholders running around?
I don't know. Did they? At least
Probably
one every week.
not.
Every week there
At
was
least
one.
there was one every week.
Yeah.
I'll let you roll history for it if you want to use your action, which sounds like you do.
Yep. History. There you are.
Oh boy.
It's an eye.
I mean, I think at this point you could just pretty much say whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
It might be
And-
found in the Underdark.
and
Just so you know.
it'll sound very authoritative because you're so confident about the answer. Go ahead, Henrietta. Tell us what you know about. Tell us what Delin knows about this thing.
Well, they are really nice. They really appreciate rations, I think. So if you just feed it, it will not attack us. Then I'm going to run upstairs.
Okay. Okay. All right. Charlotte. So, Sophie, I mean,
one
you know, you don't know that Delin doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. She sounds very, very confident. Extremely. She sounds as confident as you've ever heard her sound.
And Charlotte doesn't know what a beholder is.
I mean, would there have been a lot of beholders running around the docks of Neverwinter?
No. Oh, one sec. I pressed refresh accidentally. There we go.
Mhm.
So Charlotte thinks that it's just a nice pet? Question mark.
A nice
That
what?
likes rations. Pet? Question mark.
Sorry, did you say cat?
Pet.
Pet. Sorry, it's Charlie. It's Sophie rather. It's you're coming across very loud, but it's still not like super clear sometimes.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, you heard what Charlotte heard what Henrietta was what Delin was saying.
Okay, let me just get my rations then. Let's see. I can't stick rations in the chat. Yeah, I'll throw out one of my rations.
Okay. You're throwing it at it, presumably.
Yes.
Okay. Well, give it a, I don't know, I guess dexterity roll.
Oh, that's the wrong
Wow.
one, isn't it?
No, that was it. Yeah. You strike it in the what appears to be the central eye. And uh-oh. One sec.
And it barks at you happily.
Sorry. You strike it in the central eye, and the thing immediately explodes. Everybody give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Laura.
Sorry.
See,
Oh.
it loves rations. That's what I told you.
That was the best deflated sigh I've ever heard from you, Laura. That was hilarious. Oh, the sheer frustration of it all.
Don't hate me, Laura.
Never.
Okay. Let's see. Zanice. And Charlotte and Lynn. And why does
Because of the pearl?
right? Yeah, I had a
Hmm.
feeling I knew the answer. Okay. So Zanice, Charlotte,
pill
and
get
Lynn.
used? Was that a different pill?
I think that was I think Laura's referring
I
to
have
the
the
magical
magical pearl. Yeah.
Oh.
magical thing, the thing that kind of floats around her.
Mm.
You're all covered in what appear to be little yellow dust. Some of you end up taking 8 points of poison damage, and you feel incredibly ill. The those of you who are nearby, you see little mushrooms start to sprout from the necks and the foreheads of Zanice, Charlotte, and Lynn. And it doesn't look like it's going away. Byleth.
Fascinating. um. Huh. It didn't leave anything behind.
No,
It's just poof.
completely exploded and just covered all of you guys.
Okay. Um.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Could I? I'm really shocked by what happened. And could I turn to Charlotte and kind of investigate those spores? Maybe cast Mage Hand to touch them, and
Well-
like, ooh, okay, what's going on with you?
Yeah, I mean, the mage hand you can smear some on your mage hand, but you can't feel anything, as I think I mentioned before.
Yeah, just how gooey is it? Like examining how, stuff like that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's dry. It feels very similar to pollen, but it obviously has some sort of very serious deleterious effect because several of your party members covered in it, and also a couple of the dwarves all look very, very unwell. They've all turned color. Everybody's turned a slightly different color, but for the most part, they seem to be leaning towards a type of green.
Yeah.
People are coughing, they're bent over, feeling unwell.
Maybe the former Archmage of Mensa Perensin can help.
Yeah.
I'd
Oh,
look into these.
actually, give us an investigation check. I forgot to do that. Yeah.
But here.
Since you're taking the turn. Yeah. So one of the things you notice is that although it has disintegrated, there are little scraps of sort of material. And you realize that what look like little eyes on these little stalks at the top appear more like mushrooms as you get closer, and fungi.
That's one cursed image.
I'm very proud of that one.
Hmm.
Okay. Cracker, your turn.
Well, I'm going to head up the stairs and start banging on the door with the end of my great axe.
Okay.
Can I get up all the way up the stairs in one move?
Not if you're going to use your action at the end of it.
Okay.
But as you get up to the top, something comes floating around the corner.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Ugh.
That looks more bite.
Oh, this one's even worse.
Yeah. This one has a mouth.
Yeah, this
Oh.
one definitely has a mouth. And
You've
it
been reading too much Stephen King.
I have not. Okay, so you can either dash up to the door there, Yvonne, or you can run up and preserve your action.
I'm going to dash up to the door, and that's my move.
Action. Okay.
Yeah.
So as this thing comes around the corner, it looks at all of you with its eye, and it shouts, "Wilson!"
No.
Yes. And it fires two beams from some of its eyes. One of them is going to target Delin. So, Delin, Henrietta, shall we have a Constitution saving throw?
Okay. Let's see. 15.
Okay, all right. You feel a tingling and numbness overcome your limbs, but before it starts to set in, you manage to sort of shake it off. And I guess since Cracker's at the top of the stairs, why don't you roll a wisdom save, Yvonne? You are overcome, Cracker's overcome with terrible fear. You are now frightened. You have disadvantage on all ability checks and attack rolls, as long as the source, which is this thing, is in your line of sight. You cannot move any closer to it willingly. Okay.
Yep.
Zanice, your turn.
I'm feeling sick. We just came
And we have-
here to see Master Davir. Master Davir. I'm gonna puke.
I'll let you do it for free. Okay, so you're basically trying to take your turn to engage it in a conversation.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I think, I mean, you can choose. What skill do you think that is?
Like a persuasion.
Sure.
We just came here to talk.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh my god.
All right, yeah. It seems to a couple of the little eyes, like the little stalk, the ones on the stalks, they turn toward you as you speak, but you're not sure you completely convinced it to stop attacking.
I said Master Davir.
Yeah, there's no response from the tower or the little keep. The dwarves are still hiding behind the walls, or the stone, I should say. Three of them are busy mimicking Zanice's puking mechanism. Delin.
Well, doesn't seem very friendly, does he? Might have been wrong about what I knew about beholders. Maybe a tiny bit. But no one's hit it yet, right?
No one's what? Oh, no one's attacked it yet? Yeah,
No.
no one has attacked it yet.
Okay. Can I get to the top of the stairs and knock or bang at the door?
From where you are now, yes.
Okay. So I am going to run up the stairs and just pound on the door. Open up! Open
Okay.
up!
So if you just want to sort of knock on the door, I'll let you do that as your free item interaction. But if you want to take like a full turn to full action to, really emphasize the point, you can do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell, former Archmage! Former Archmage! And knock. Open up!
Oh no.
Yeah. A mouth the size of, your arm, the length of your arm, starts to protrude from the doorway. There's no face, there's nothing else. And it speaks in Elvish, which I think you still speak.
Yeah, I do.
And it says, "Hello. I am Vizeran Devere, former Archmage of Menzo Baranzan. I'm not home right now, but please leave a message or wait while I return. Beware of the spectator. He gets a bit ornery."
Do everyone hear this?
Yes, everyone can hear it, but it's in Elvish.
So as soon as he said former archmage, I feel like it's it and I puke.
Oh no.
Yeah. Do you have
Reaction.
inspiration?
I have.
Oh, you do? Okay. I was going to give it to you if you didn't, but yeah, well done. That's great. You used up your reaction to puke. That's great. All right, Charlotte.
So is like my entire body covered in these spores or just like some skin?
Well, anything that is covered. Sorry, you mean like your clothing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like you've been doused with a bunch of yellow green flour.
Oh, great. Okay. I'm gonna shoot that thing right in the eye.
The big
Crossbow.
one.
Yeah.
Okay. So we don't do called shots in 5th edition, but if you want to do that specifically with the aim of trying to disable a weapon, like somebody's hand or something, I'll allow it. Depending on the situation, I might say it's going to be extremely hard to hit it, so it's going to be harder than just the standard armor class for a melee attack or something similar. So if you want to do that, it'll be harder than just trying to hit it in general. There's going to be some.
No,
I'm just going to make a general determination.
it's just fine to shoot it generally. I just
Okay.
said because it is just a big eye.
Yeah, so I was going to say that in this particular case, not to tell you all the details every time I do it, but in this particular case, since it is primarily just a big eye, it's not going to make that much of a difference. But if for example, if you were attacking a humanoid and you were trying to shoot them in the eye because the eye is obviously so particularly small, I might make it very, very hard. You see what I mean? Okay,
I see.
cool. So you're attacking it with a crossbow, you said?
Yeah, I'm shooting it.
Okay. So that will actually glance off of what appears to be sort of a fairly thick, scaly hide and go shooting off into the ether. How many? You seem to be running low on crossbow quarrels. You might be able to get that one back if you
Oh yeah,
remember.
since you always make them fly into lava whenever I fire anywhere else.
Yeah, there's no lava here. Yeah. Okay. Anything else for Charlotte?
And then she runs away. Oops.
Okay.
Let me
All right,
measure. Yeah, I'll run up here.
Okay. Hiding behind the stairs. Okay. So you're taking cover behind this thing, basically?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. All right, Byleth.
So I see Charlotte's cool quirrell not hitting, so I'm gonna go here. I think that's wait, it's hard to measure stuff. Measure, yeah. I think that's about where I can go. And then I'm gonna try to attack it with Troll the Dead.
Mm.
Yeah, and yeah.
Yeah. All right. Awesome.
um,
Give it a roll.
safe. 14.
You all hear the booming sound of this spectral bell that signals impending doom, but it doesn't seem to have any effect on this thing.
Hmm.
What is interesting is you go ahead and roll a wisdom save there, Zanice.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah. So, oh, you have oh, you don't have disadvantage on that. Yeah. So, Zanice starts to react as if you had attacked her, but then she manages to shake it off.
Oh god.
that's so loud.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Oh
It's like being hung over and somebody's deliberately shouting at you.
no. Oh god.
All right, Cracker.
All right. Well, Cracker, as she's up here by the door, is cowering in the smallest corner she can find, eating her hair and thrashing around saying, "Oh my god, so many eyes! So many eyes! Okay.
Oh no.
That's my action."
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I mean, you don't have to cower, you just have disadvantage as long as you can see it. You can still attack it though.
I can? Oh, I thought I
Yeah.
couldn't. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't
No,
approach it.
you can't approach it, but like you could shoot at it. You could also run away. You could do something else that isn't you're not wasting your turn necessarily.
Okay. Well, while I'm, you know, wailing and eating my hair, I'm going to chuck a javelin at it.
Okay. With
Okay.
disadvantage, unless you
Yep.
want to attack recklessly, which would
Um,
negate it.
no. And I can't really go into a rage when I'm freaked out, can I?
He doesn't say anything about not being able to
Mm.
rage, so
Okay, well, I'm raging. I'm
okay.
freaking out and I go into a rage and I throw my javelin.
Okay. Give you a little yellow thing.
There we go.
Okay.
With such excellent aim.
All right. Yeah, so this thing is just going to completely, and it doesn't even bounce off the hide. It just literally goes sailing past it. You may not get that one back. Keep that in mind. And you're going to give us a wisdom save.
Be smart, Cracker. Oh, I'm sorry, I had disadvantage on that.
That's okay. So so being frightened doesn't affect your saving throws, just your attack rolls. So
Right.
you are no longer scared now.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
But I'm ashamed because that was the worst throw ever.
That should be a condition. I agree. This thing is going to now cast a beam at Cracker, since Cracker tried to attack it. Why don't we, let's see. You, Yvonne, want to roll a Constitution saving throw?
Yep. Oh, okay.
Okay, and you take 12 points of necrotic damage, but it'll be 6 for you.
Yep.
Okay, and then it's going to cast another, it's going to shoot another beam. And this one's going to be at Delin. That would be a wisdom save for you, Henrietta.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Wisdom. 24.
Yeah. Momentarily, you feel like your brain kind of goes foggy and you're not really sure why you're there. And then your willpower just asserts itself. And this thing just kind of floats a little bit closer to the rest of you. All right, Zanice, your turn.
Since coming in peace doesn't work, I take out my light crossbow and shoot this thing.
Excellent. Wow, yeah. Plink, you get it in the meaty part around the eye.
Nice.
It kind of even has like a little squealing sound. Ew.
And I hide.
Okay. Well, we'll call it, you're just going to move because hiding's an actual action,
Yeah.
but you're just going
I
to take
just
full,
move.
you'll have full cover behind this stone stairwell, both of you. The doors will continue to cower. Delin, your turn. And Steve actually will also run back there just in case.
So nobody's home.
Currently.
Currently. I am going to cast Moonbeam on the spectator.
Okay.
Just have to find the spell. So it takes, it's on his turn.
Right.
So
Okay.
let's see. Find
Yeah, I need to change that, but I haven't done it yet. Oh, oh bugger.
Earthquake.
Let me do it over here. It'll be easier. Okay. Okay, good. Actually, I'll do it over here so you can see the red dot that it's injured. Okay, well done. Anybody else? Oh, sorry. Anything else, rather?
No.
Okay. Charlotta.
Hello.
Charlotte.
She'll pop out from behind the thingy and then shoot. Oops. And then shoot it again with the crossbow.
With a crossbow? Okay. How many quarrels does she have left?
5, I
Okay.
think. One sec. Yeah, 5. Yeah.
Okay, this one also bounces off the armor and disappears into the ground somewhere. So now you're down to 4.
What a shit, Markswoman. I'll move back.
Violet,
Okay.
still out in the open.
Yeah. Courageous as she is.
Right.
No. Well. I'm a bit confused because if I attack it, then others might also be attacked. Yeah. So I think I'm also gonna try to shoot it with a crossbow.
Okay.
Because when Cracker hit it, then it didn't convert to somebody else. So
Right.
yeah. So I'm just gonna attack it.
Okay.
Try. For tea.
Yes. So the two of you previously who tried to shoot it with crossbows watch as Violet does the finger guns thing and then just goes pew, and it just sinks deep into the flesh.
Haha.
Yeah. Anybody does that? Do any of you guys have a little bit of jealousy that she just always seems to do everything so well naturally?
Well,
But
twirling
I
the
hit
beard,
him.
the mustache.
I hit him.
You did hit him. That's true. That's true. You did.
And I also want to hide, I think, or take cover. Like,
Okay.
is this enough? Or
Yeah, sure.
okay.
I mean, unless he comes around to the front, and then you're all going to be cornered.
Let's not think about that for now.
Okay.
I'm here with my girlies.
Yeah,
We're
fair
chilling.
enough. All right. Smoking in the behind the bleachers at school.
Yeah. Don't let the parents see.
All right. Cracker,
Well, Cracker says, "You call that a bow?" So I pull out my longbow and
Why the
fire.
accent?
Yeah, I know. It wasn't even close to Ozzy. So I pull out my longbow and I give it a go. Poorly.
And impressively, not only do you miss, but unlike the others who sort of it bounced off the armor and hit the ground, it kind of ricocheted into like a stalagmite. Yours just goes sailing way off in the distance.
Oh,
Just-
sorry. Practice run. And I try again.
Disappears into the darkness. The second one similarly starts to go errantly and then just sort of grazes one of the scaly plates and ricochets off and kerthunks very impressively, mind you, into the cavern wall, doing no damage whatsoever.
I have to practice that later.
Gonna look up and shake my head.
All right. Let's see. So now he does the moonbeam thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to roll his save? Okay, yeah.
It was just
Uh,
6.
Yep. So he feels that pain as this thing kind of hits him with the divine energy, the radiant energy of the moonbeam. Immediately, it seems to recognize what it is and floats out of the way. Oop, that's a bit too far. And it'll go over here, actually. So it still can't see the three of you down here, but it's got pretty good vision of the two of you. It's going to cast, it's going to shoot 2 rays again. This one is going to be on Delin again. Go ahead and roll wisdom. And this one is going to be on Cracker. Go ahead and roll wisdom as well, please. Okay. Yeah, so you guys both managed to shake off the effects. Delin again felt briefly like she was getting a little bit befuddled, but she managed to maintain clarity of mind. And
Cracker's used to that feeling.
And Cracker's used to that feeling. Yeah, exactly. And Cracker was starting to feel scared again, but she managed to shake that one off. So, and it'll be Zanice's turn. We won't go so long as last time, but if you guys want to continue for like 10 more minutes or something,
Okay.
get to a good stopping
Moving
point.
up here. Shooting my crossbow.
Yeah.
16.
Oh yeah, this one sinks in nice and deep.
And hide, going behind the cover again.
Okay, very good. Yeah. Delin.
Well, I think I'm just gonna use my action to move the moonbeam on top of him again.
Can it go 30 feet?
I think it's 60. Let's see. I can post the spell again. Jeez, so many spells here. There it was.
Yep, you can.
Yeah,
So
I think it's 60. 40 foot.
you can use it.
Oh,
You're using your action to
yeah,
move
60
it.
feet. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's your action.
Yeah.
Charlotte.
I'll jump out again and
Yeah.
crossbow it.
Mm-hmm.
Please hit. Yay!
Yeah, this one plunks into deep into the underside of it. And it screams out. Stop! Anything else for Charlotte?
He stops and just looks at it.
Okay. You're not running back into undercover?
No,
Okay.
he told me to stop, so.
Okay. Byleth?
Huh.
Um. mhm, mhm. It said stop in common, right?
It actually blasted a telepathic message to all of you. You all heard it as the equivalent of a shout, but it also said it in undercommon, which some of you speak.
Not so loud. Oh my god.
Aw. Okay.
Poor Zenise.
Okay, I'm gonna come out like here. I think I'm gonna. Oh. I think I'm just gonna say, stop attacking, then we'll stop too, and I'm trying to do hand movements with it.
Okay, yeah, like to sort of emphasize your language.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, very good. Yeah, do you want to roll persuasion
Mhm.
or maybe intimidation?
I think persuasion's good.
Okay,
Is it though? Yeah, probably, maybe.
or something
Yeah,
else.
16.
Okay. Uh, I, I was just upset you killed Wilson.
We're sorry. It was a misunderstanding.
Seems to happen a lot.
Well, we tried to feed it.
Yeah.
Eat it, yeah.
Yeah,
It looked hungry.
it just
lit-
exploded.
You literally beat it to death with food, with jerky. Yvonne, did you want Cracker to do something specifically?
Well, I can see the actions winding down.
Yep.
So, I'm not sure if I trust this thing completely, so I think I would just ready my longbow, just in case.
Sure.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
little
absolutely.
insurance on any attacks on anybody.
Okay. Now, before it gets its turn, do you want to drop the moonbeam?
Yeah.
You don't have to.
No,
Okay.
I can lose concentration. It's just a level 2 spell, so.
Right. Just to make sure we're not doing damage to it.
Yep. Had it been a level 4
Okay.
spell? Nope.
Not wasting that.
No.
I'm getting the XP I need to level up again.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so bad. He's gonna be so mad. Why did you have to kill him? He was my only companion. What are you doing here anyway?
I told you we came here to talk to Master Davir.
Well, he's obviously not home. Do you have an appointment?
Yeah,
I don't see anything on the appointment schedule.
he told us to come here when we have a time.
Do you have any proof? He has many enemies, you know.
I call him Master Davir. What do you think?
Show him the card.
Yeah, show him the card.
I show him a card.
Oh, he gave you a business card? Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm just very upset. You killed Wilson. I mean, I haven't had anybody to talk to except Wilson for the last 20 years? 30?
You can talk to Steve. Where is
Who's
Steve?
Steve?
Where
Steve is Steve is nowhere to be seen.
Steve. Steve, come here.
What? What? Hey, I'm not your pet.
I find you a new friend. Look.
So you think that everybody who floats around with an eye knows everybody else? That's a little bit profile-y.
No, but he doesn't have anyone to talk to.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's really more about being lonely.
I missed the whole thing. I was supposed to get, I was supposed to have, well, uh, it's kind of embarrassing. I was supposed to have reproduced by now. And you see something change about his demeanor. And you notice that he seems to be missing several of those stalks as he sort of brushes them away using some of the stalks, and he brushes them away, and little fungi fall to the ground. I missed my chance. I'll never find a mate now.
I puke again. Sorry, I'm sick. Oh my god.
That's okay. I get that reaction all the time.
No, I really don't feel well. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's Wilson. He can do that. You're going to need to want to have that taken care of. Otherwise, you're all going to die. And, well, at least some of you. And then I'll have more Wilsons to
Nice.
play with.
What?
Yeah, you'll
Well,
turn into more of those. But I don't really want Wilson. I want somebody I can actually talk to, somebody I can spend time with, stare into their eyes lovingly.
do you like art history?
If you mean the little weird dude, no, that's not my type. I am a beholderkin, and I should be spending time with people, with creatures of my kind. Otherwise, we won't be able to create more of us.
That's gross.
Hey, that's not nice.
Sorry. I don't like children or reproducing stuff. Whatever you do.
Well, you probably had a mother and a father at some point yourself.
Oh my god. Sorry.
So what are we supposed
Hmm.
to do now? Just wait?
I guess you can wait, but I mean, I don't suppose any of you guys know how to create. It's either that or, I mean, I suppose you could leave, but he'll be back soon, I think. I mean, he hasn't talked to me in decades, but I think I saw him fly out earlier.
Earlier when? This day?
Yesterday, day before, they all kind of blend
Oh.
in together.
Hmm.
I was trying to find somebody years ago. I even joined a dating app. Yeah,
What?
yeah. It's called Blinder.
Oh,
They had a slogan:
good for you.
beauty is in the eye of the spectator.
That's funny.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, didn't really work.
Nobody caught your eye.
Please.
No. He laughs and then he starts to sort of his eye stalks droop a little bit and he looks sad again. No.
Do you have a name?
Yeah. The problem is I don't know how to do it. One day I was just thinking about having somebody and then I fell asleep. Only briefly, I was just resting my eyes Don't tell anybody I said that because, spectators were supposed to be on guard all the time. It's so tiring and boring. Oh my gosh. But then when I woke up, Wilson was there. I was thinking about finding somebody and, round with a big eye and lots of stalks. And then Wilson was suddenly there. But I don't know how he came about. And of course, Wilson doesn't actually speak. He's just a floating ball of gas, I guess. And he never told me either.
Maybe you should ask Tavir for a friend.
No, he can't do that. You can only have one spectator bound in contract and service to you at a time. And mine isn't up yet. I still have another 30 years to go on mine.
What? Sorry, you can only have one bounty? Then what was that other guy?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's just a ball of gas. I think he's just fungus, but I don't know. I was thinking about it and I was kind of daydreaming, and then poof, he just suddenly appeared out of nowhere. He literally just popped into view. It was the weirdest thing.
Try it again. See if
Yeah.
another one
But
pops
not
up.
now.
No, wait until we leave.
Yeah.
You mean you think I can do it?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Why not?
Huh. You think?
Try it.
Well, no harm in trying.
Yeah.
Might have to kill it again, but no harm in trying.
Okay. Yeah. Why not? Right? No harm in trying. Yeah. Exactly. You gotta, if you get rejected, just try again. Okay. Hang on a sec. And he closes all four of the eyelid stalks and the central eyelid.
Not now.
And poof.
Cute.
Oh, Jesus.
Just keep getting
Can you
worse.
control?
Wow. She's amazing. And that's where we're going to stop this week.
Great. That's great.
It's gonna be in my nightmares, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And on that note, happy Christmas.
True.
Merry
Look like a
Chrysler.
Santa.
Yeah, nice Santa move. Is that cool?
Hey, if two of the top 5 grossing Christmas movies of all time can be related to a little kid getting locked at home by himself over Christmas while 2 thieves try to break in, then we can make this guy a Santa version.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, on that beautiful image, I will bid you all a wonderful holiday, and I shall hopefully see all of you in 2 weeks.
Sounds good.
And who's doing the recap in 2 weeks? That's Yvonne?
Yep.
Are you going to be okay with that? You got your
Yep.
notes down? All right, cool.
I've been typing like mad.
All right, excellent. Thank you. And Sophie, if you've got just 1 second afterward, that'd be great. Or maybe a minute. Cool. Okay. Thanks, everyone.
Okay,
Okay, thank
Alright,
you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Care.
Bye,
Happy
Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Okay,
Merry
bye.
Christmas.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.